Board of India, its objectives, and what are the functions of SEBI. So generally, why a SEBI was created? Okay, so to monitor and regulate means what? To control, correct? So what is happening in security market, and to protect the interest of the investors. Interest means, see, the investors must be protected, right? So who are all investing in the share market has to be protected. So to regulate them and to enforce them, certain rules and regulations were laid down by SEBI. Yes, so it is like a statutory regulatory body. Okay, so we'll see what is SEBI. SEBI, its Securities and Exchange Board of India, is an apex body that maintains and regulates our capital market. So SEBI is used to maintain and control whatever functions happening in capital market. Buying and selling, everything is happening, right? So in order to monitor and to control the capital market, SEBI was created. Initially, it was established in the year 1988 by the Indian government. However, the statutory powers were given in the year 1992. Okay. Yes, the SEBI has its headquarters at the business district of Bandra Kurla complex in Mumbai, and however its operation has been extended to northern, eastern, southern and western. So the major headquarters of SEBI is in Mumbai. Okay, so we saw what is SEBI. SEBI is nothing but it is an apex body that is created to maintain and regulate our capital market. Okay, so our in the sense it is Indian capital market here. Okay, so next we will see what are the objectives of SEBI. So first we have protect the rights and interest of the investors. So here it means that the investors are being protected from the wrong information. There is a chance, right? The companies might be giving wrong information about the prospectus. Correct? The company's detail, the initial detail, they might be giving the wrong input to the investors, and also to reduce the risk of delivery and payment. Correct? So hence the to protect the rights and interest of the investor, SEBI was created. There should not be any wrong information or malfunctioning happening in the companies and being given to the investors. And also every investor has the right to know their rights. Yes. Next we have preventing fraud and trade malpractice. So SEBI is being used to prevent any fraud happening inside the stock market, and also it makes regular inspection. Okay, so what is happening in stock exchanges, and also the function is carried out to organize the working of stock exchange and the intermediates. Yes, so and also to stop the trade malpractices, it makes the registration of the brokers and sub-brokers mandatory, so that they have to obey the certain rules and regulation laid by the SEBI. Okay, so next we have regulating the stock exchange and ensuring orderly function. So what does it mean? It is trying to control the functions of stock brokers. Brokers are who? They are the intermediates between the buyer and seller. Correct? And also share transfer agents, all type of agents who are all involved in stock exchanges. So those people are being monitored and regulated by the stock exchange, and also it ensures that proper functioning is happening in stock exchange. Okay, so next we have providing a market for easy and fair finance. So what is the motive or the objective of SEBI? Is to provide a market of both capital and easy marketing. So where the trade finance is happening as per the rules and regulation, and thereby prohibiting unfair methods of trade policies. Yes, and next we have regulate and develop code of conduct and fair practices by the intermediaries. Intermediaries are nothing but the brokers or agents. Also we have this underwriters, registrars, trustees, everybody, and everybody we call them as intermediaries. So we have to have a fair conduct and practices. We have to lay some rules and regulation. This is the set of rules. So if you are in stock exchange and if you have registered your name, you have to follow this rule. So for example, so if you join in a certain school, so they might be following some set of principles, right? So they might be having some certain rules and regulation. So once you have joined in the school, you have to obey as per their rules and regulation. Correct? So if you don't obey, you will be terminated from there. Similarly, in SEBI, they have some certain rules and regulations. So these are the main important objectives laid by them. If you don't follow, you will be terminated from SEBI. Okay. So next we have functions of SEBI. So we have three important functions of SEBI. First one, protective function. Next, development function. And third one is regulatory function. We will see one by one. First one, protective function. So what is protective? So we have to, safeguard, right? So that is protective. So in protective, we have first one, undertaking steps for investor function. So already we saw it in objectives, right? So the main objective or the protective function of SEBI is to protect the investor. So the investors are the persons who believe in your company, believe in your stock exchange and ready to invest your money. So first thing, we have to protect them. Correct? The first and foremost important function is to protect the investor who believe you. Correct? Next one, promotion of fair practices and code of conduct in securities market. Correct? So what is promotion of fair practices? It means there should not be any malfunctioning happening. Unfair trade practices should not be happening. That is promotion of fair practices and code of conduct in security market. There should not be any problem or cheating or malfunctioning happening in the security market. So that is the objective or protective function of SEBI. Third one, we have prohibition of fraudulent and unfair trade practices. So what is prohibition? Prohibition is nothing but to eliminate. Okay, so to eliminate any fraud happening inside the securities market, it should be completely, that broker has to be eliminated, company has to be eliminated, the buyer, seller, whoever is trying to cheat, yes, so they should be eliminated from the security market. And we have to stop any unfair trade, means buying and selling, correct? So unfair trade happening inside the SEBI or securities market. Yes, and finally we have controlling insider trading and imposing penalties for such practices. So what is insider trading first? So it is the illegal practice of trading on the stock exchange to one's own advantage through having access to confidential information. Confidential is nothing but very important information about the company. So knowing everything you are trying to expose, so that is illegal, right? So we have to control such insider trading, and also if you see such things happening, you have to impose, you have to charge fine, that is penalties. You have to charge fine for such practices happening. So that is imposing penalties for such practices. Next we have development function. So first we are trying to protect all malpractices or unfair trade happening. So once that is done, we have to move on to the next phase, that is development phase. Correct? So once all wrong things are being settled, the next we will try to concentrate on the development. Correct? First one, we have training of intermediaries of stock market. So what is this? So we have to give proper training to the intermediaries. So about the principles, code of conduct, or what are the rules and regulations. So everything should be given a proper training to the brokers or intermediaries. So they will have a clear idea of what is happening in stock exchange, and they will not do any wrong things. Correct? So next we have conducting research and publishing useful information to the market participants. So what we have to do? We have to conduct research. So we have to conduct research based on the previous market scenarios, and we have to give a useful information to the participants who are all interested in the stock market. Correct? So next one we have investor education. So first we saw intermediaries training, and now we have investor training. The investor has also need to be given a proper education of stock market. So that is a development function. The investor should also know what is happening in stock market, their rules and regulation. Only then they can have a very useful or their favorable training. They can get more profit out of it. Correct? So for that, investor education is also very, very important. Finally, we have undertaking measures to develop capital markets by adopting flexible approach. Flexible is nothing but whatever changes are happening, you have to be ready to accept it. So the measures has to be in such a way that capital market should adopt all flexible approach. And finally we have regulatory function. So once the protective is done, development is done, next we have to impose the regulatory function. Correct? For that, first one we have registration of brokers, sub-brokers and other players in the market. So yes, so this is a very, very important point. All the brokers has to be properly registered. So only if you're registered, if you do any wrong things, your full data will be taken out. Correct? So for that, registration is very, very important. Next one, registration of collective investment schemes and mutual funds. We already saw what is mutual funds. Yes, so registration of collective investment schemes. So all the investment schemes, whatever it might be, small or high, or whatever investment scheme is happening, and also the mutual funds should be registered. Okay, so next we have regulation of takeover bids by the company. So whatever the companies are trying to bid is nothing but auctions, giving in auctions, right? So all that has to be properly monitored and regulated. Next we have conducting inspection, inquiries and audit of stock exchanges and intermediaries. We have to go and check often. Correct? We have to often have a check. Only then we can have a control. So if you don't go and check anything, so many malpractices might happen. They will be thinking, no one will come and check us. Correct? So in order to stop them, they should be having a proper inspection, inquiries happening and audit also. Yes, against the stock exchanges and intermediaries. Finally, levying of fees and other charges for carrying the act. So if you are doing any malpractices, you have to be imposed fine. Only then you will not repeat that mistake. Correct? So that is levying of fees and other charges for carrying the act. Yes, I hope everybody is clear. If you have any questions or clarification, you can get back to me. Thank you.